What? Somebody has reasons for not moving to Idaho? I wonder what that's all about. Let's find out next. Hey, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and today I'm actually out in the field. Well, actually, I'm visiting family out of state, but I want to take a second, and I saw this story about the 10 reasons not to move to Idaho, and I wanted to put it out there and kind of see what you guys thought. So let's just jump right into it. There's our website, treasurevalleydave.com. Some great resources there for you to find out if maybe Idaho's right for you. After today's video, you might say, you know what? You got a point. I don't want to move to Idaho. Let's find out. So the 10 reasons not to move to Idaho. So Marky Young wrote this. And Marky says 10 reasons not to move to Idaho. It says it's dreadfully boring. He said all those who are all the wiser know better than to move to Weiser. Said a recent scientific study, deemed that Weiser is the worst and most boring place to live in Idaho. Wow, that's pretty harsh. I've been to Weiser. Weiser's a cute little town. I really kind of like it myself. Rexburg says it's incredibly boring. And Fruitland, everything is lacking. Wow, that's harsh. Is Idaho really boring? What do you guys think? Wrong side on women's rights. I wonder what that means. Women's right to do what? Vote? I think that's been settled, right? They say it's a very chauvinistic state. Huh. Well, let's see. Boise's mayor's a woman. Meridian's previous mayor was a woman. Nampa's current mayor is a woman. We've got some great women that are in our legislature. Let's see. Tammy Nichols, you might have heard her name. She's a very, well, I think she's right on women's rights, whatever that might be. But we have, women are doing stuff. I've seen women drive cars, and I've seen women out without a male with them. I've seen women out without having to wear coverings over their hair. So I'm not sure what she means, or he means. I'm not sure what Marky is. But maybe they're saying that we don't have, I don't know, we're just chauvinistic and we don't like women here. I'm thinking there might be something a little dubious about that one. Rotten potatoes. Everything about Idaho is about potatoes. Blah, blah, blah. We do grow a lot of potatoes here, obviously, famous Idaho potatoes. But particularly here in the Treasure Valley, it's you don't see that much potato growing. Our land is much better suited towards a myriad of other crops, and hops, and grapes, and just every kind of crop that you can think of. We have some fantastic agriculture stuff going on right here, not just potatoes. Poor Idaho. Says that we're very, very poor, and our minimum wage, if you're under 20, is only $4.25 an hour. Wow, that's pretty poor. Of course, you could go get a night manager job at Carl's Jr. and make probably like $20 an hour. But where's the headline in that? Housing boom. Yep, there's a housing boom. It says that we're not set up to handle all the growth. Well, I mean, really? Who is? Texas, Phoenix, Tennessee, every place else is just growing because of Cal. That's California, Oregon, Washington. Essentially just blue states. Good people are escaping. So yeah, there is some definitely growing pain. I think we're doing it pretty good here, though. Yeah, sure, there's construction and it slows you down. But I know some of the roads that when I first got here, they're like little 2-lane cow paths. And now they're 4 lanes, and it took a while to get there, but they're there, and traffic flows so much smoother now. Time matters. This is a little picayune, don't you think? We have 2 time zones, one of 13 states that do have 2 time zones in the state. So that's a reason not to move to Idaho, is because we have 2 time zones. I don't know, and we also got daylight savings time, so that adds like another component to the thing. And I don't know, and the power goes out, then I have to reset my VCR. It's just like, I might as well just stay in bed because it's just too much for me, right? Sarcasm alert. Cold shoulder. This is weird. It said that Idahoans are said to be friendly to a fault, but apparently the hospitality only extends to tourists and not those who choose to move there. That hasn't been my experience. It says, and this is wild, if you're hoping to have friends when you move to Idaho, you might want to consider bringing your own because the state is no hotspot for warm welcomes. I'm going to say maybe Marky Young doesn't know what Marky Young's talking about. What do you think? Is Marky right? Cultural clusters. They said that Idaho is a whopping 93% white. Okay, so what? Minorities are being drawn by agricultural jobs like planting and picking potatoes. Well, boy, that sounds a little racist right there, don't you think? I'll let you guys answer that. When you come up for your fact-finding trip, or if you're already here, leave some comments. Let me know, is this your experience? Is the only time you see anybody that's not white is out in the field with potatoes? I don't think so. Lock and load. Yes, we have some very I don't know, constitutional feeling gun laws here in Idaho. Markey says that everyone in the state over the age of 18 is allowed to open carry. That also means concealed carry as well now. This article is like 18 months old, even if they don't know how to use one. So there you go. I guess you can just get a gun, and if you don't know how to use one, you can still have a gun. A lot of people do that with brains as well. Just saying. Speaking of brains, Markey says that Idaho is the dumbest state, with all 50 states plus Washington, D.C. included in the study. Idaho ranked number 51 in the smartest states in America, meaning it was not the smartest state in America. Apparently it's the dumbest state in America. Really? Do you think that's accurate? Not sure. So some people that commented on this article said, I'm confused why, and right here at the very beginning, he's saying that, it's so boring here that criminals don't even want to live here. Michelle says that she's confused why low crime is a bad thing. That's a great question, because Markey thinks high crime is a good thing. JF Turner said that just got back from the first Idaho visit on vacation. I agree with some of your points. But as for boring, I had an amazing time in the mountains and at the lake and fun shopping and dining in Boise. The friend I visited is a successful woman, business owner, and several women are running for public office in the next election. Some of what you say is true, but I strongly disagree with those 2 points. This person said that Markey needs to get outside more, which is true. And I say that because it looks like Markey writes these articles about 10 reasons not to do something or other all over the country. I'm guessing Markey's probably never been to Idaho and is just basically a clickbaiter. A very good one. So here's some comments that someone put on Facebook. Facebook's great because you really get some good comments. This person said that we bought a home in Idaho and literally cannot wait to get out of LA. My mom thinks I'm crazy and can't even talk to me about it. I'm like, what is crazy? Wanting a better life for my kids and not having them see people nude and humping poles and shooting up drugs near my house, not having to work 24/7 to afford my small bleep home, not having any more friends because they all decided I was a conspiracy theorist. LOL. It's literally gotten that bad where I live, and we have few alliances left. My mom and sister are super liberal, which is fine, but they just don't get it. They live in a bubble. And this guy just a couple more months, and then he'll be able to pull the trigger and get on up here. I also saw this one too. Same, we moved from Oceanside, that's in California, to South Meridian. Left everyone behind, family, friends, literally everyone. But within a day, we became part of a community, and our family is thriving. Our 3 kids were back in school and are excelling. My wife has real friends, not flakes, and everyone we've met so far has moved here for the same reasons. Most from California, but plenty from Oregon, Washington, and other states. As much as I hate the cold weather, everything else here is beyond our expectations. Great move, and God bless. So, yeah, I guess maybe that's more important. Having real friends, having a place that you want to raise your kids in is probably more important than, I don't know, being boring. Oh my gosh. I think I could probably be happy in Weiser, even if it is the boringest city in the state. And I'm very happy being in Idaho, even though it's the dumbest state in the entire country, including Washington, D.C. And I tell you what, that's got to be some pretty stiff competitions. Anyway, so that's the 10 reasons not to move to Idaho, or maybe you have some of your own. Maybe you have a couple of good reasons to move to Idaho. I got a whole bunch of them. And continue watching this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. That helps out so much. And thank you for coming along. And my secret thing, I still think Idaho is really good, even if there's those 10 things. What do you guys think? Please leave some comments. And as always, this is Dave Edwards. Looking forward to helping you get home.